Everybody's trying to be famous, and I'm just trying to find a place to hide. I'ma tell them all that you can either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. I'ma tell them all.
Now back here at Chowan, getting ready for the men's action here after the ladies put up a gallant effort before falling here tonight, 95-84 in our first matchup. Should be a good one here tonight in our boys game. Chowan comes in at 8-9 and 5-7. They've won 4 in their last 5. Belmont Abbey, who's 11-8 and 7-5, have lost their last 4, including to King on Saturday, 91-87 in Belmont Abbey. But Robert, two terrific players, two of the top players in this league we're going to see here tonight for Belmont Abbey. DeQuan Abrams was a player of the year a year ago, 6'2 senior, averaging 25.4 a game. And his backcourt mate, Romeo Ferguson, a 6'5 junior, 17.1 a game. You know, he is 4th in the league in scoring, 2nd in the league in assists, 3rd in the league in three-point shooting, and 5th in the league at rebounding. So Ferguson, who's from Burlington, North Carolina, he transferred in from Lincoln Memorial to Belmont Abbey, and I had a chance to catch up with Brett Vincent a few moments ago, and he talked about he recruited Ferguson out of high school and recruited him later when he tried to transfer from Lincoln. And let's go to Coach Jones, Coach Vincent, not Coach LaToya Jones, Coach Vincent, to get his thoughts on tonight's game.
Coach LaToya Jones joins me here today prior to our matchup with Belmont Abbey.
Sorry, we got the wrong one. Let me re-cue the. It's been that kind of day, folks. Let's try it again.
Chowan faces Belmont Abbey here tonight at the Helm Center, and joined here as always in our pregame show by Coach Brett Vincent. Coach, your kids gutted out on Saturday, get a good win over Southern Wesleyan. And you know, we're talking after the game. Southern Wesleyan lost a couple of kids, but the kids they had played hard, and your kids hung in. You got good play in the backcourt. You know, really, I thought that 3-guard lineup was really good for you most of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was. Like you said, Southern Wesleyan, they were a tough team to play. They get good guard play. They're physical. Like I said, they have a whole new team. And I thought our guys, you know, really battled and, you know, fought them off there in the second half and made some key plays, especially the 2 freshman guards, Ridges and Lewis, were able to get in some passing lanes and do some nice things. And then, of course, BJ had 19 rebounds. That doesn't hurt.
You know, Coach, I look at this team. I was thinking about it today when I was working on the lineups and getting ready for it. Boy, it's been a luxury for you to have a deep bench this season. Last year, but this time maybe we had only 7, 8 players you could go to.
Yeah, last year was an interesting year with all the injuries, and you know, we just had a lot of things going on, and we fought. You know, we started. I don't know what we were last year, 9-0, something like that. And then we hit the injury bug and did some different things. But you're right. This year's team, we're deeper. We can play some different lineups, do some different things. We're still coming together. I mean, you know, Mike Kelly's only been. I looked today. He's only been with us 3 weeks. It's hard to get adjusted, and he's in and out. You know, with some of these teams in this league, they play smaller, so we have to play smaller. And we've got some size over there, but sometimes it's not to our advantage to play big. You know, we recruited sort of the last 3 or 4 years for the CIAA. Now we're down into a smaller, quicker, perimeter-oriented league.
Yeah. Coach, you look at a couple weeks ago, Belmont Abbey was running on all cylinders. They've lost 4 in a row coming here, but that doesn't take anything away from them. They're a good basketball team, Coach. But I look back at that game on Saturday when they lost to King. They had 20 turnovers that led to 26 King points, and, of course, they end up losing fairly close. They outshot King from the field by 7% and had 5 more free throws. Turnovers can be an equalizer.
Yeah, it sure can. You know, it depends on where the turnovers happen, guys. You know, if they're out, you know, like a pick 6 in football and lead to an easy basket, it really deflates you and takes your intensity away. But they've got a really good team. They've got 2 great guards, Ferguson and Abram. I believe that's how you say his last name. You know, they're getting 25 and 17. Both shooting, well, Ferguson's at 48% from 3, and, you know, Abrams at 35. And they just do a lot of good things. They run everything through those guys. And it's hard to really focus on those 2 because they've got several other kids that can make shots. So we're going to have to be really locked in. And, you know, they played well with their play, especially in the first half. We battled back. I think we got it to 4 or 5 maybe in the second half. And then, you know, we weren't able to close it out. But, yeah, they've got a good team.
Coach, you look at Abrams gets all the press, obviously, because he's a reigning player of the year, in this league. But Ferguson, you just talked about him, Coach. He's in the top 10 of 5 different categories.
Yeah, we recruited him out of high school, recruited him out of prep school, and then when he left Lincoln Memorial, we recruited him, and we didn't get him, and we got to look at him, here again tonight, and those things happen in basketball or sports. But he's a good player. I thought he was a low Division I player, really, coming out of high school, and I still think he can play at that level. He's a big guard. He handles it, shoots it, he rebounds it. He's got real long arms. He plays good defense, and he seems to have a good attitude and be a really good kid.
Yeah. Coach, by time to tip it off, have a good one.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
That is Coach Brett Vincent. And Robin, you heard him talk about Romeo Ferguson. He thought he was a low Division I level guy when he recruited him back out of high school. So that tells you about the kind of talent this team that Belmont Abbey brings to Helm Center tonight.
Well, quite frankly, there's a lot of guys on Belmont Abbey that I'm sure a lot of teams would love to have. There's a very talented lineup that the Crusaders bring in here. A little bit of height and a ton of shooters.
Yeah, they do. And, of course, Daquan Abrams, the young man who plays at guard, he's a 6'2 senior, averaging 25.4 a game. He's joined in the backcourt by Sean Halloran, a 6-foot sophomore from Orlando, Florida, 11.5 a game. On the front line, Romeo Ferguson, a 6'5 junior from Burlington, 17.1 a game, leads the team in three-point shooting and rebounding at 7.8. He's joined up front by Ryan Schaefer, a 6'5 freshman out of Cary, North Carolina, 8.6 a game. And from Bosnia, Vasko Bojovic, 6'7 sophomore, 5.7 a game, 4.5 boards. Dan Fick is in his first year as the head coach, taking over from Billy Taylor here for Belmont Abbey. Chowan will start. Jamel Thomas at the guard spot, 5'11 junior out of Lake Villa, Illinois, 5.6 a game, 2.9 boards. His backcourt mate will be Kalen Ridges, a 6-foot freshman from Sanford, 11.9 points per game, 5.4 boards. Tonke Williams, 6'7 junior from North Chesterfield, Virginia, will start at one forward spot, 9.8 a game, 4.1 boards. He's going to be joined up front by Jalen Dillard, a 6'1 junior from Chesterfield, Virginia, 11 points a game, 2.2 boards. And B.J. McLaurin, 16.1 a game, 11.5 rebounds, leads the conference in rebounding at 11.5. He's the ninth best scorer in the league. Brett Vincent in his 7th year. He's in his 8th year. He's 102 and 106 starting tonight. So it's set to go here in our men's action, and Chowan's got the opening tip. Thomas over to Tonke Williams to Ridges in the corner. 3 is no good. Tipped out, controlled by Halloran. Halloran will move it front court, kick it over in the corner to Ferguson. Tonke Williams has drawn the defensive assignment on Ferguson. He's got him right on the right. Ferguson with a move, and Williams slips his feet along nicely to cut him off. Ferguson in the lane. Short jumper won't go. Williams has got the rebound. Tonke's got his hands full with Ferguson here, Robert.
Yeah, dealing with a lot of height down there, a lot of talent, as we mentioned on that Belmont Abbey side.
Here's McLaurin working in against Bojovic. He'll turn and can't score. Tipped out, controlled by Abram. There's Abram whipping it off to Halloran. Halloran trying to go inside, and Thomas cut him off nicely. Back out to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to get it over to Halloran, does so. Now back to Schaefer, top of the key to Ferguson. Ferguson gets Ridges on him, man, a little bit smaller, and Ferguson didn't try to take him inside. They're back out to Bojovic at the top of the key. Inside to Abram. Dillon's drawing the assignment on Abram. McLaurin's got the steal. Just reaching and took it away on the pass to Bojovic. Off to Thomas. Thomas on the near side, hands it away to Dillard. Now over to Williams, far side to Ridges, out front to McLaurin. BJ a long ways away from the basket. Here's Thomas along the baseline, kicked it back out to Ridges. Ridges penetrates in the lane. The runner is no good. Ferguson had the rebound and had it knocked out of his hands and off his arm by Ridges. So Chowan will get it back here.
Ridges a little frustrated. He's missed 2 shots early, but that's going to be nothing. We're going to need him all game, and we're going to have B.J. McLaurin is going to need to have a huge game for us to win against Belmont Abbey.
This is Belmont Abbey that loves to push the pace on the year. And Chowan's going to give it back the other way, and here's Schaefer with a layup. He can't convert. Both teams missing some easy early shots here. Here's Tonke coming on the right side, goes inside. His run off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound, stuck it back out and scored. Chowan's got the first basket of the night on the Tonke Williams putback.
About 2 minutes in and many missed shots later.
Yep. Halloran on the far side, working off the pick by Bojovic to Schaefer, top of the key. Dillard will come out and apply pressure. Back out to Boyovich. He's well out of the way behind the arc. Romeo Ferguson to the rack around Williams, and he scores. Ferguson, who's coming off a 29-point, 13-rebound effort, and then lost to King on Saturday, is giving the Crusaders their first basket of the day. Thomas to the rack over Boyovich, and he scored and got knocked to the deck. Jamal with a nice move inside against the bigger Boyovich and drew the foul on the Bosnia sophomore. And Jamel Thomas had the chance at a three-point play opportunity as J.D. Wade will get in the lineup, replacing Tonke Williams here early in this one. I'm sure Wade's going to draw the assignment against Ferguson.
Yeah, Wade's a very good defensive player as well. He can score a little bit.
Here's Thomas at the line, shooting the free throw to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play, and does so. Thomas on the year is 68% free throw shooter. Chowan's 10th in the league at free throw shooting at 69%. Here's a pass, got away from Abrams, taken away by Ridges. 2 turnovers now for Belmont Abbey, who's coming in on a 4-game losing skid. They will play it well early. Here's McCarran inside, layups up and good on a nice little give and go to Jamel Thomas.
Great execution there.
You know, Coach Brett Vincent told us here early as Chowan's gone up 7-2 here early. Abrams misses a reverse layup taken down by Ridges. He thought Thomas had a chance to be a really good point guard here, and he's proven it here of late. Here's Dillard to the rack, gets it over in the corner to Thomas. Thomas penetrates Ryan Halloran, goes in the lane, scooped it up, and drew the foul from Halloran. Chowan really looks a step quicker right now, Robert.
Yeah, they do. The women played really well tonight. Now the men got the torch passed off to them, and they look like they came out with a lot of energy.
Halloran with his first foul. Jamel Thomas back to the line. We talked about Jamel Thomas. Coach Vincent brought him here from Kaskasky Junior College. They went to the national tournament in Hutchinson, Kansas while he was there in junior college. As Halloran will come out, Thomas missed a free throw. As Quest Aldridge, the 6'4 freshman from Winston-Salem, will get in the lineup. He averages 6.1 a game for Coach Dan Fick. Second free throw is good by Thomas. Thomas with 4, and it's an 8-2 lead here for Chowan early in this one against visiting Belmont Abbey. Here's Abrams out on the right. Ridges against Abrams. That should be a pretty good matchup. Abrams got it right back after giving it away to Ferguson. Over in the corner it goes to Aldridge. Aldridge, fall away jumper right of the lane. Wouldn't go. Rebounded by J.D. Wade. He just took it away from Boyovich. Here's Thomas pushing the pace, coming front court to Dillard. Off to Wade, far side to Ridges. In the corner it goes to Thomas. Chowan with good ball movement here early and gets this man-to-man. Here's Wade over in the corner. Goes inside on Aldridge to the rack. Couldn't get it to go. Got his own rebound. Tried to get it outside. Knocked away. Stolen by Ferguson. Here's Ferguson coming front court. Hands away to Abrams for the easy bucket.
Great bounce pass by Ferguson.
Yeah. Good job by Abrams to run the floor, get himself in position for the easy bucket. Coach Dan Fick's going to his bench. He's sent a couple players to the scores table. He'll get into the next dead ball situation. Ridges got it out on the right. Goes inside. Kicks it out to Thomas. Wade for 3 straight on. Got it. J.D. with the first 3 of the afternoon and his 20th 3-ball of the year.
J.D. Wade's a guy you would love to see get hot.
Yep. Michael Kelly's going to be in the next dead ball situation as well. Chowan's gone up 11-4 here in the first 5 minutes of this one. Aldridge inside on the back door to Schaefer, who beat Dillard to the punch. So Schaefer's got the first bucket of his tonight. Inside to B.J. McClaren for the knockout on the left. What a terrific pass again from Jamal Thomas.
Yeah, that was all set up by Jamal Thomas.
Thomas has turned to the floor general that Coach Vincent and Coach Rogers thought he would be when they brought him here to Murfreesboro. Ferguson out on the left. Back to Aldridge, top of the key. He'll try to maneuver against pressure from Thomas. Far side, it goes to Abram. He'll back it back out against Ridges. Now tries to spin inside on Ridges. The runner is good, and he got fouled on the play.
Wow.
Not much you can do better than what Ridges did there. Abrams is just so good. Or Abram, that is, so good. Timeout on the floor, media timeout. 13-8, Chowan out in front here early. At home again against Belmont Abbey. But it'll be an Abrams free throw when we return here to Baumberg Court after this short timeout. You're listening and watching on GoSeahawks.com.
We put a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. She'll make you curse, but she a blessing. She'll rip your shirt within a second. You'll be coming back for seconds with your play. You just can't help it. Oh, no, you'll play along. Let her lead you on. You'll be saying no, then saying yes, 'cause you're messing with your head. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, my mind. Grab a gun, kinda crazy. She's poison but tasty. Yeah, people say run, don't walk away. Yeah, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, my mind. See, someone said, don't drink her potions.
Might have a little concern on the Chowan bench down below us here, Robert, as Isaiah Lewis, who's got in the lamp here, replacing Jamal Thomas, who spent some time with the trainers doing that timeout. Let's hope he's going to be okay as Abram knocks down the free throw to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And Belmont Abbey is going to pressure after the made free throw. Chowan will get it front court. Michael Kelly's in the game for the first time. Kelly, the 6'7" senior from the Bronx, New York, averages 7.2 a game. Here's Lewis, who had a big game on Saturday out front with Dillard. As a 1-2-2 zone now for Belmont Abbey in this possession for Chowan. Chowan's the shot clock down to 3. Ridges with a long 3, no good. Rebounded underneath by Abram. Abram will get it front court on the far side, and they throw it over the head. Aldridge to us of Ferguson right into the Chowan bench. Third turnover here in the first half for Belmont Abbey.
Chowan might need a little bit of time to figure out that new Belmont Abbey defense.
Also, Charles Solomon, a 6'5" freshman, in the lineup for the first time for Coach Dan Fick's Belmont Abbey team. And also in the lineup, Tyler Wilson, a 6'4" junior from Ida Raleigh. Here's Wade as he traveled with it, trying to go inside, breaking the press. And he had the numbers, did Wade, going in against Solomon. But travel with it out near the free throw line. Becomes Chowan's second turnover in the first 6 minutes here at Chowan. Hawks trying to even up to 500 on the year and get to 6-7 in league play. With 1 month to go after today. Inside to Solomon. Kelly blocks it from behind, recovered by Wade. Nice job by Michael Kelly, and Wade has his pocket pick coming from behind. There's Ferguson in on Wade, and Wade's going to get called for the checking foul out front.
That's a frustrating possession there for Wade. Threw it away and then picked up his second foul. Or is that his first?
That's his first.
I'm sorry.
Tonke Williams will get back in replacing Wade. As he and Coach Brett Vincent have a little discussion as they walk to the other end of the bench. Also, Jamal Thomas is back. Good to see he's okay.
Yeah, he's somebody we're going to need throughout the whole game.
Yeah, out front to Abrams for the tie, and he got it. A correction to bring him 1 point closer. Abrams drills to 3 out front. He's quietly got 8 points here early. Comes in averaging 25.4 a game, only second to Jordan Floyd in the league in scoring. Thomas across the timeline. This press is starting to give Chowan some problems here. It's turned Chowan into a turnover machine here the last 2 or 3 possessions.
Yeah, Chowan's lead is dissipated pretty quickly.
Inside it goes to Kelly along the baseline in the corner to Ridges. He's caught in a double team. Back out in front comes to Tonke Williams. A long 3 by Tonke is no good. Rebound comes off to Romeo Ferguson. Belmont Abbey can take the lead with this possession. He'll move it front court. Over in the corner, it goes to Abrams. Another 3 from Abram. That is, and he went in, came out. Ball's loose on the floor. We got a whistle underneath. And a Chowan foul coming against Ridges or Kelly 1. Let's see. It's going to be on Michael Kelly. So Kelly is going to be his first and the team's third.
Belmont Abbey just not having much trouble scoring the basketball.
They get it inside and score here.
Chowan finally breaks the press.
Yeah, this press is really causing some trouble and all through this 1-2-2 zone. And Chowan turns it over again on the Bad pass by Thomas. It got kicked. Here's down floor. Rich Solomon. He'll lay it up and in on the transition, and Brett Vincent's seen enough. He wants a timeout.
Much needed timeout here by Coach Brad Vincent.
All of a sudden, things starting to click here for Belmont Abbey, who got down early, but starting to work at it here.
It wasn't too long ago where we were just looking to pull ahead by double digits. Now we're at a 3-point deficit.
Right. And the full court and the full court press in this 1-2-2 zone has made a difference. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. With 12:25 to go in the first half, they decided late in that timeout they would take the full timeout, the media timeout. 12:25 to go in the first half here at Chowan. Belmont Abbey leads at 16-13.
Every day I wake and everything is broken. Turning off my phone just to get out of bed. Get home every evening and history's repeating. Turning off my phone 'cause it's hurting my chest. Yeah, and heaven knows I'm not helpless. Yeah, and what can I do? I can't see the use in me crying if I'm not even trying to make the change I wanna see. I can't sit and hope, I can't just sit and pray that I can find the love when all I see is pain. Falling to my knees, and though I do believe, I can't just breathe, baby, breathe. I can't just breathe, baby,
Belmont Abbey
breathe.
rolling here at Murfreesboro. They lead it 16-13. Good defense and full court pressures made the difference, plus good shooting here by Belmont Abbey early. They have 7 of 13 from the field for 53.8%. Here's Dillard across the timeline for Chowan. Chowan's been hung on 13 for a while. Matter of fact, the Hawks have not scored a bucket in over 3 minutes. Here's Dillard in the corner to Williams, inside to McLaurin. BJ back out to Tonke on the right wing. Now to get it inside to McLaurin. He'll give it right back to Tonke Williams. Boy, this defense is making Chowan go deep in the shot clock. Thomas penetration move to floaters, no good. They go to the rack, knocked out of bounds, and it belongs to Belmont Abbey. It looked like it went off the hands of Solomon.
McLaurin having a ton of trouble down low, getting to the basket, but keeps on getting pushed out towards the perimeter.
I tell you that Chowan's getting really pushed out of the offense here. And now it's a 2-3 zone. Backdoor goes to Williams. He'll kick it up and in and score. Good patience. Had time to run with the little high-low. McLaurin with the bounce pass inside to Tonke Williams, and he knocked it in and drew the foul from Charles Solomon, his first, team third.
Impressive there. Williams able to take the contact.
So here's Williams to try to tie it up with 11:50 to go in the first half. Pretty decent crowd here tonight. Not a real active student section this year. Robert, I don't mean to be critical, but I'm just being truthful. We've always had a pretty active student section, but not this year. Everybody's kind of sitting on their hands a little bit.
I'm going to be honest with you. What's really surprised me is that the JV basketball games usually have better attendance than the varsity basketball games, in my eyes, by the students anyway, that is.
Here's Abrams on the right, 16 apiece, 11.5 minutes to go in the first half. Abrams to the rack, drew the foul from Ridges, and that's number 2 on Khalil. He kind of looks at Coach Brett Vincent and said, what do I do? I tell you, Abrams is a tough matchup.
There's so many tough matchups on this Belmont Abbey team. Chowan doing a pretty good job so far, but this huge run by Belmont Abbey has put them in a bind, really. You would really love to see another wave by Chowan.
Abrams, a rare miss on the free throw line. He's an 83% free throw shooter starting tonight. Makes the second 9 points for DeQuan, who began his collegiate career at Urbana before transferring to Belmont Abbey. This is his third year for Belmont Abbey. He scored 1,861 points up to this point at Belmont Abbey. He's got like 2,312 starting tonight for his career at both Urbana and Belmont Abbey. Here's Dillard getting inside and scoring for his first basket. That gives Chowan the lead back at 18-17. Wilson kicks it away to Abram. Nice move by Abram to the rack, and he'll score. Abram can do it all over the floor. He can dribble, drive, he can shoot the three. knows how to get to the rack. Impressed with this young man.
And Ridges ended up on his butt on that last possession.
There's McLaurin just right of the lane. Short jumper won't go. Nothing but black jerseys underneath. Rebounded by Tyler Wilson. He'll kick it off to Abram. Abram streaking for it. Court will take it in. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded offensively by Wilson. He'll get it to Solomon. Far side to Holleran. And Abram's got it deep right corner. He drills a 3, 14 for Abram.
McLaurin a little late getting over.
You know, all the press this season has gone to Jordan Floyd for King, and rightfully so. But Abram is right on his heels from a talent perspective. 22-18, Belmont Abbey here on the road leads Chowan. And Thomas can't make the layup and rebounded by Solomon off to Ulrich. Ulrich will take it in the lane, kicks it to Holleran on the right, and he'll try to penetrate and travel, says the official on the near side. Fourth first half turnover for Belmont Abbey, as Boyevich will get back in the lineup, replacing Solomon also in the lineup for the first time, Emmanuel Hernandez. And Ferguson back in the lineup as well. Hernandez, an interesting note I picked up on him today. He played on the Puerto Rican national team.
Wow.
3 years, U15, U16, and U17.
It's impressive stuff there.
Yeah. Here's Tonke Williams along the baseline. Gaden McLaurin, he got his ball knocked out of his hands, but drew the foul and getting it done. And the foul is going to be on Halloran. It's going to be his second and the team fourth. So B.J. McLaurin's headed to the line.
Gaddis, I can't believe how quickly this lead just went away for the Hawks. Seems like 2 minutes ago we were up 11-3.
Yeah. Here's BJ's first free throw is no good. BJ had 19 rebounds on Saturday to break a single game record. It was held by Dino Muminovic. He has only one tonight in the first 10 minutes and 12 seconds. Second free throw misses as well. Long rebound is chased down by Boyevich over in the corner. Here's Ulrich moving across the timeline. Chowan's got a little better matchup defensively with Abram made the lineup right now, taking a little break, but they get Ferguson back in and they get the ball right to him, and he can't score inside. McLaurin's got the rebound for Chowan off to Thomas. Thomas moving it quickly to Ridge is out on the left. Now back to Jamal. He'll cut in the lane in the corner to Dillard. He'll dial up a three, and it's no good. Aldridge has got the rebound for Belmont Abbey. Gets in front court to Halloran. He'll take it in on Williams and scores. Tough shot and tough basket by Sean Halloran. Belmont Abbey's got the biggest lead now at 24-18. Man, it's a talented Belmont Abbey team.
Yeah, all around. They have a few key players, but nobody's a scrub on this team.
Chowan's really having trouble with his 1-2-2 zone. Williams goes inside and lost the basketball, but he said Ferguson got a hand on it. Still belongs to Chowan with 8:55 to go in the half. Hawks have 11 seconds to choose the inbound at baseline right. Here's Williams coming out, J.D. Wade back in.
I'm sure that's not a look that they get to see often, the 1-2-2 zone. And oftentimes at the Division I level, you're going to have film on other teams. Not so much at the Division II levels. You're going to have to check a lot of websites to try to find stuff like that.
Here's Wade at the high post, back to Dillard, back to Wade, top of the key to Thomas. He'll shoot the wide open three, and it's good. Big three by Jamel Thomas, who has 7 first half points. Hawks cut the deficit down to 3. Belmont Abbey quickly back the other way. They throw it away. Aldridge threw it right to J.D. Wade. J.D. will bring it all the way over to Thomas in the corner. Thomas cutting in the lane, gave it right back to Ridges, over to McLaurin along the baseline, showing maybe one or too many passes sometimes. Here's Wade in the corner to Ridges. 3 for the tie, no good. Boyevich with a good block out of McLaurin for the rebound for Belmont Abbey to Halloran on the near left. 8:12 to go in the first half. Chowan down 24-21 here at home. Ulrich got it out on the left. Waits for Boyevich to clear. Top of the key, and they'll hand it to him now to Ferguson. Ferguson against Ridges. Off to Ulrich for 3, and it's good. Quest Ulrich. He's got his first bucket of the night. He's a 35.7% three-point shooter. Bench doing some good work here for Belmont Abbey in this first half, and here's a kick in the backcourt by Ulrich on the attempt to steal. Now to get us through the third media timeout of the half. 7:48 left to go in this first half, according to our Middle Tech of Murfreesboro scoreboard. It also finds Belmont Abbey out in front, 27-21. Back for more after this short timeout on GoSeeYouHawks.com.
Please me, baby. got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
Please.
let me hear you say,
Please. Please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
let me hear you say,
Please.
let me hear you say,
Please.
lollipopping, twerking in some J's on the dance floor. No in the way, I take my time with it. Bring you close to me. Don't want no young dumb. Better freak me like we listening to Jodeci. I was trying to lay low, taking it slow. Well, I'm freaking again. Hey, gotta celebrate. If your man look good, but put him away. If you can sweat the weave out, you shouldn't even be out. There no reservations at the ooh. You gon' I'm gonna ride it, do it just how you like it tonight. And after that, let's do it one more time.
Girl, I ain't one for begging.
Hawks continue to struggle from the field here in this late in this first half.
Baby.
Only 38.1% shooting on 8 of 21. Inside it goes to McLaren. His shot blocked from behind. Ball's on the floor. We got a tie up, jump on, and jump ball area is pointed towards Belmont Abbey. And we got a, well, they say it's Chowan. No, it should be Belmont Abbey's ball. He almost gave it to Chowan that time. Belmont Abbey, 11 of 19, Robert, on 57.9% shooting. The guy who's been responsible most of it, Abram, back in the lineup here for Belmont Abbey.
And Abrams just looked outstanding.
Yeah. And he's got it here on the right. Now comes top of the key to Hernandez. Now back to Abram. Abram working against Dillard. 13 seconds to shoot, 7:19 to play in the half. Aldridge has got it on the right. He'll step back, fire to three, no good. Nothing but white jerseys underneath. J.D. Wade's credited with the rebound. Off to Thomas, back to Wade. J.D. fakes up.
Wow.
Just left of the lane. Jumper's good by Wade.
Wow. Great
Nice
fake by Wade.
Fake by Wade.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, Jadarian with a nice move. Cuts the deficit to 4 for Chowan. Pretty quick pace first half we've got going here. This is Ferguson out on the left. He'll push it away to Arvidge.
Dillard's hurt over there.
Yeah. So looked like JD might have got hit in the face here. As he is coming out, the trainer's going to attend to him. Tell you what, Sydney was really busy Saturday.
Yes, very
with
much
both
so.
teams, and she's been busy tonight working with Jamel Thomas and now with Jalen Dillard. Isaiah Lewis going to get in lineup. He's talking about a guy with some hops, Isaiah Lewis.
Yeah, there's a ton of guys on the court right now that can jump through the roof.
Yeah. 12 seconds to shoot here for Belmont Abbey, who loses it out of bounds. Ferguson trying to go behind his back, bounced it off his leg and out of bounds. That becomes his 7th first half turnover now for Belmont Abbey.
And one thing I've noticed about Chowan this year is I think they have a deeper basketball team. There's a lot more guys that can play.
Oh, no doubt.
Even since the Christmas break, we've seen more guys be able to come off the bench and be effective.
Well, we didn't see Ridges at all in
Yeah.
the first semester. We didn't see Kelly at all in the first semester. And look who we're not seeing here in the second semester. We're not seeing Xavier Young much. We're not seeing Brandon Mahan much. Travion McPhail.
That does surprise me a little bit.
So here's Wade at the high post. JD had a good look but didn't recognize nobody was behind him. Kicked it back out to Thomas. Back to Wade. Top of the key near side to Thomas. There it goes to Ridges. Boy, Belmont Abbey's really extended his zone. Here's McLaren. Goes in the lane. Tough shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Belmont Abbey. Off to Ferguson. Ferguson to Halloran. He'll lay it up and in. Correction, that's going to be Ryan Schaefer. Schaefer, that is, with the basket. Back to a 6-point advantage here on the Schaefer layup for Belmont Abbey. Here's Thomas. Kicks it off to Lewis. Lewis penetrates to Wade. JD's three's on its way and is good. Wade's shooting is keeping Chowan in this game. He's got 8 first half points.
That's a kid you got to root for. He's such a great guy.
He's a nice kid. And, you know, was a starter leading scorer for the longest time. Here's Ferguson over Wade. He scores just inside the arc. But, you know, he's been relegated to coming off the bench now, and he's taking it right in all its stride and still producing for Chowan here. Here's McLaren from the free throw line. BJ's jumper's good. 6 now for BJ.
That's clutch. That's going to be huge for him. Just going on in his sophomore, junior, senior year is that mid-range game.
Yes, it is. Here's Aldridge on the back door to Schaefer, and it's good off the glass. Chowan with a mismatch underneath, and somebody got picked off, and that's Emmanuel Hernandez, that is, with the basket. Off to Lewis. Isaiah streaking front court to Ridges. Ridges has a notion, didn't take it. They try to get it to the high post, and they do to Wade. Now back to McLaurin on the low post. Short jump is good along the baseline.
There's nothing you can do to defend that.
BJ starting to warm up a little bit with 8 points. Or 7 points. Yeah, 8 points. Chowan's needed every one of them. They trail by 3. Here's Ferguson trying to go front court, and he lost it out of bounds. Trying to go inside and lost it out of bounds. It becomes the 8th first-half turnover now for Belmont Abbey. That was Belmont Abbey's bugaboo on Saturday against King. They turned it over 20 times, Robert, in that game. And King turned it into 26 points. They ended up losing 91-87.
You can't do that with King's talent and elite scoring that they have.
Lewis will step out the lineup. But good to see Jalen Dillard back in. Looked like he might have got hit in the face.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe a nose shot.
Sydney doing a pretty good job training work.
Yeah,
She kept the Southern Westland guys out and kept our guys going. Boy, I really hope that Ross is okay for Southern Westland. He's a terrific player, and it didn't look good. Here's a pass inside, but we got a whistle before the pass. Foul's going to be on Boyevich. It's going to be his second and the team 5th in the first half.
And we were talking about it, just kind of an odd way that Ross stepped. There was nothing serious. There was no contact, just misstep.
Yeah, let's hope he's going to be okay. I was talking to Coach Brett Vincent last night. He said he thought it was an ankle more than a knee.
Really?
And talking to him after the game. Ridges, skip pass over to Wade, far right corner, back to Thomas, near side to Dillard. He'll dial up a 3, and it's good, and we're tied at 33.
That quick release is deadly.
Great ball movement that time by Chowan. Good playmaking out here by the Hawks. Schaefer trying to move to the right. Back out front it comes to Ulrich. Thomas will follow him right top of the key. Chowan working in a man-to-man defense here with 3:38 to go in the half. This game tied at 33. Here's Ulrich. Gets it inside to Boyevich. He's working against McLaurin. Got it off the glass somehow against BJ and scored.
That was a circus shot.
It looked kind of weird, but it worked. Boyevich's first basket of the evening. He comes in averaging 5.7 a game. Just a rugged 6'7" guy inside the block. Dillard back to Thomas. And he'll hand it away to Wade at top of key to Thomas. And in corner it goes to Dillard along the baseline to McLaurin. BJ will give it back to Dillard. Another 3 balls on its way. This one will not go. Ridges with good offensive rebound on the far side to J.D. Wade. He can't convert on the three-pointer and taken down by Schaefer for Belmont Abbey with 2:55 to go in the half. And it's Chowan trailing 35-33. Been a good basketball game in this first half.
Fantastic basketball game so far.
Here's a steal by Dillard on the attempted pass to Abram, and Jalen will take it back the other way for the Snowbird layup. And was it tied at 35?
Was it him last time that got hurt on a dunk or a dump attempt? Was that him against Southern Wesleyan?
It could have been.
I think it was, and I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah. No, it was Lewis. I'm sorry.
Lewis,
it was Lewis.
Right.
Yes,
you are right.
Abram working off a pick from Boyevich. Hawks do a good job of defending him. Abram to the rack. Oh, what a shot.
I mean, he's all over him in that
situation.
situation.
He went right hand to left hand on the way up and kissed it off the glass. And man, that is some play by Abram. He got 16 first-half points.
Dillard's basically hanging on to him as well.
The kid's terrific. Here's Wade from the free throw line. Short jump is good. JD's in double digits now with 10. Still knotted at 37 apiece. Not many people in the building tonight, but those who paid are getting their money's worth. Here's Arvidge near side. It comes to Schaefer. Now back to Arvidge on the left wing. Working off a pick from Boyevich, and McLaurin slides it nicely. They get a good little give and go to Boyevich. He missed it. Ball goes over in the corner. McLaurin, who got beat on the play, goes over in the corner to get it. Boy, Chowan got fortunate that time on a little give and go.
Yeah,
kind of pick and pop.
Boyevich has missed 2.
He has. In the corner to Ridges. Adam Wade, who's working in the middle of that press inside the McLaurin, won't go. Tipped out, but Dillon's there to claim it for Chowan in the first 20 seconds for the Hawks. Wade in the free throw line. In the lane, scores again. Chowan's got the lead, 39-37. I tell you, Jamal Thomas is working this offense from the point guard spot. Thomas already with 8 assists in the first half. Timeout on the floor, 1:07 to go. Chowan in the first half. Chowan with a 39-37 lead. Back for more after this short timeout.
Yeah. Todos están pendientes a ti, pero tú puesta pa' mí, haciendo que me odien más, porque todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que no te dejas llevar de cualquiera, y todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que hoy yo te voy a buscar. Dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía. Tú misma lo decías cuando yo te lo hacía. Dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía. Tú misma lo decías cuando yo te lo hacía. Bebé, yo soy fan de tu caminar. Te doy todo lo mío hasta mi respirar. Contigo veo todo como en espiral. Quiero tirarnos fotos y que se hagan viral. Tus ojos me concentran como adelar. Contigo me sube de lo veral. Te toco y hasta el mundo deja de llegar. A nosotros ni la muerte nos va a separar. Bebé, yo soy tuyo nada más. Dile que conmigo te
Back to action with 1:07 to go in the first half. Good one brewing here in the Borough tonight. Chowan leads at 39-37. Belmont Abbey with the basketball. Ferguson's got it down the low block, working against Wade. Kicking it back out front, tipped by Thomas, but Halloran had the advantage to get to it at the midcourt stripe. Halloran pull-up jumper just left of the lane is good, and we're tied at 39. They drop back off Halloran, and he drills it. Just left of the lane, right about the free throw line. Thomas, top of the key. Chowan's been able to kind of penetrate this zone here the last 2 or 3 possessions, and it's paid off. Here's Wade, who's had a big first half off the bench for Chowan. Skip pass to Dillard. Off to McLaurin along the baseline. Jumper's good. Chowan's doing it, Robert, by getting penetration, but they're also throwing over this zone as well, and it's enabled him to get some shots down inside to McLaurin.
Unselfish basketball, Gaddis.
10 by McLaurin in the first half, 12 for Wade, 16 for Abram. Shot clock has gone dark. 7 seconds to go. Abrams got it against Dillard, and Dillard ties him up. Jump ball, and it belongs to Chowan. That's a great defensive effort that time by Dillard to tie up Abram.
This is a fantastic effort by Chowan's men so far in the first half.
Chowan got 3.3 seconds to go, and Halloran's going to come out of the game, and Aldridge is going to get in for these final 3.3 seconds. Chowan might be able to get a decent shot here, as Belmont Abbey's not going to pressure the backcourt. Off to Thomas. Jamal will take it inside, looped it up, they wouldn't go. Chowan trailed by as many as 6 in that first half to go to the dressing room with a 41-39 lead here over Belmont Abbey. Back after this short timeout to give you the individual numbers and the team numbers in this first half. We'll take a look at the Conference Carolina scoreboard tonight as well here at the break. Hawks lead at 41-39. You're listening and watching on GoCUHawks.com.
I'm done with the drinking, I'm done with the smoking, I'm done with the playing, I'm done with the joking, I'm done with the ladies, I'm done with the fellas, just saying. Farewell tequila, so long margarita, lady sativa, I hate to leave ya, don't want the pressure, I don't need a lecture, no thank you honey, God bless ya. I know, I said it all before, but it won't hurt to do it all once more. This is my last hurrah. Once I start, I ain't gonna stop till I go too far. Last hurrah, and it's okay. Maybe tomorrow I won't feel this pain. Last hurrah. Last hurrah. I'm done with the heartache. I'm done with the demons. Can't wait to be normal right after this weekend. I'm done with the drama. I'm fixing
41-39 here at the break. Chowan leading here at home against Belmont Abbey. Chowan looking to even their seasonal mark at 500. They come in at 8-9 tonight, 5-7 in league play. Belmont Abbey's at 11-8, 7-5. Been a good one here in the first half. And boy, you got to give it to Belmont Abbey. They got behind early, came back. But their shooting has been tremendous here in the first half. The Crusaders shooting 17 of 27 from the field for 63%, including 3 of 5 beyond the arc. Chowan 17 of 36 on 47.2% shooting and 4 of 11 beyond the arc. Here's the difference what Chowan's got going on here in the first half. As the bench has been able to contribute 12 points, mostly by J.D. Wade. Matter of fact, all of them by J.D. Wade here in the first half. He leads Chowan scoring with 12. By the way, on the boards, Belmont Abbey has the edge at 17-13. Turnover-wise, Chowan did a good job looking after basketball in the first half with only 4 turnovers. They forced 10 in the first half. We'll take another break, come back, give you the individual scoring from the first half. We also got scores coming up from around the league here at the break as well. 41-39, Chowan with the lead. You're listening and watching on GoSeeYouHawks.com.
Birds of a feather, you and me. We'll change the weather. Yeah, I'm feeling heat in December when you found me. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you, about you, about you, about you. And you're making my typical me break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, don't complicate it. Yeah, 'cause I know you and you know everything about me. I can't remember all of the nights I don't remember when you're around me. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you, about you, about you, about you. And you're making the typical me break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you. Yeah. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you, about you, about you, about you. And you're making the typical me break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you.
Back here at Chowan, here in northeastern North Carolina. Belmont Abbey making their first appearance here as a Conference Carolina member here tonight. Not the first time they've been here, however, as Chowan leads this series 3-1. But the only loss that Chowan's occurred in this series happened back in December when Chowan fell out of Belmont Abbey 86-76. That was on the 13th of December. The Hawks lead here at the break 41-39. Gaddis Hodges back here with you. 12 points for J.D. Wade to lead the scoring for the Hawks, 10 for B.J. McLaren, 7 for Jamal Thomas. He has 8 assists to go along with his 7 points. Jalen Dillon with 7, 5 for Tonke Williams. Jaleel Riches and Michael Kelly, along with Isaiah Lewis, saw action in the first half for the Hawks, but did not score. The leader for Belmont Abbey is DeQuan Abram, who had 16 first-half points, 4 for Romeo Ferguson and 4 for Sean Halloran, 3 for Quest Aldridge, 2 each for Solomon, Wilson, Hernandez, and Boyevich, and also Schaefer had 4 points in their first half. So everybody that Coach Dan Fick put in the lineup scored in that first half. We'd have no updated scores from around the league here at the break. We do have Barton and Limestone in action tonight, as well as Erskine and North Greenville, but no scoreboard updates on our Conference Carolinas scoreboard. We'll take another break, come back, and get you up on what happened in the women's game tonight. Belmont Abbey came in the 21st team in the country. They'll leave it's the 21st, but not after a good effort from the Chowan ladies tonight. We'll tell you more about it when we return here at the Helm Center after this short timeout here in intermission. Chowan men with a 2-point lead over Belmont Abbey, 41-39. Back for more after this short timeout.
See the way you're taking care of your mama, the way you're taking care of me, the way you light up any room, girl, you're what this world should be. Tomorrow, tonight, the rest of my life, I wanna be the man you want me to be. So starting right now, girl, tell me everything you need. I just wanna wake up every day here in this bed, never leave our love you left unsaid. It might take 100 lifetimes to do, but baby, I just wanna be good as you. Girl, you're more than just the surface. Yeah, you got the heart of gold. So when it comes to loving you, baby, now it'll never get old. Tomorrow, tonight, the rest of my life, I wanna be the man you want me to be. So starting right now, girl, tell me everything you need. I just wanna wake up every day here in this bed, never leave our love you left unsaid. It might take 100 lifetimes to do, but baby, I just wanna be good as you. Good as you, baby. It might take 100 lifetimes to do, but baby, I just wanna be good as you. I just wanna wake up every day here in this bed, never leave our love you left unsaid. It might take 100 lifetimes to do, but baby, I just wanna be good as you. Baby, I just wanna be good as you.
Next action here on GoSeeYouHawks.com for a Chowan Broadcasting crew will come on Saturday the 8th as Chowan returns here to play Emmanuel, both boys and girls. The teams have made their way back on the floor here with the final preparations for this second half. 41-39, Chowan leading at the break. Robert, I want to get back to our girls' action tonight. Maybe personally, I thought the best game Chowan's played all year long, and it fell tonight 95-84 against a very good Belmont Abbey team.
Yeah, we mentioned no moral victories in college, but they played extremely well. I think they beat 90% of the teams that they play if they play every night like they did tonight.
You know, it's taken. We knew the win experience coming in, and they've had some bits and pieces to kind of fall in place. And I think this team is finally starting to figure it out. And it came after that heart-to-heart talk last week. This team is starting to figure it out. Now, can you take it on the road at Erskine on Saturday and make it happen again and play well. But you got to give it to Chowan that women. The best two games of the season have come the last two outings here at the Helm Center, and they come out of here 1-1 before they go back on the road. We will not see them again until they come back on Saturday 11th. But Chowan ladies, here's the thing here, Robert. Chowan ladies will play at Erskine on Saturday. They had the entire week off to get ready for Emmanuel. So, if you go in and win at Erskine, get you a little momentum coming back to face, you got 4 of your 6 games left here at home.
I thought the real difference maker in that ball game was Spivey, because Belmont Abbey shot really well from the three-point line, but without those inside points, I don't think Belmont Abbey would have won, and free throws were another huge part. I think for both the men's and women's program, it was a huge win against Southern Wesleyan. They just got the morale back up. I mean, especially for the women. The men, of course, have been struggling a little bit, but they've been doing a little bit better. But after the Southern Wesleyan game, we've seen 2 very motivated basketball teams.
Yes, we have. And Chowan men got their work cut out for it in the second half, facing a really good Belmont Abbey team. And here's the thing that scares me, Robert, when I look at this second half. Romeo Ferguson for Belmont Abbey averages 17.1 a game, which is 4th best in the conference. He only had 4 points in that first half. If he gets going along with Abram, it's going to be a tough time for Chowan in the second half. Chowan's got to continue to battle against his zone and really get back in transition to win this game here in the second half.
Yeah, and I thought Chowan has been playing really well, but it's kind of like King, where Belmont Abbey's just an offensive juggernaut. There's not much you can do to stop a shooter that just can't miss.
They really can, and, if you can keep Abram at bay, hopefully Chowan can win this game. But this is a talented Belmont Abbey team. I'll tell you what's going to really be good is this Conference Carolinas tournament.
Yeah.
Because everybody's kind of in the same boat. Everybody's, we've got 1 or 2 teams that are out of it in the men's side. But I'm telling you, you get to the Final Four and go down to Wofford and play, that's going to be some tournament down at Wofford.
We were speaking off air a little bit, and the guard play in Conference Carolinas is outstanding.
It really is. And, Coach Brett Vincent had told us in our pregame show, he said, we're built for the CIAA, but the Conference Carolinas is more of a guard-oriented team, guard-oriented league, while, CIAA is a much bigger league as well. So, and I think that's what you've seen with the success of this team here, Robert, here late in January. They've gone to this 3-guard offense with Ridges, Dillard, and Thomas. And I think it's made a difference, in bringing J.D. Wade off the bench has been a pretty good formula for him.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Gaddis. I'm really impressed with our guard play, quite frankly, and J.D. Wade's just a fantastic guy to be coming off the bench. That's a lot of talent to be coming off the bench. And we got a few big men that can be starters as well.
You got to feel good if you're Chowan hitting a break, leading by 2 after Belmont Abbey shot 63% in the first half.
One thing when you're an underdog, a heavy underdog, as Chowan is tonight, a lot of heavy underdogs play good first halves, but kind of come out flat in the second half. Chowan's got to keep the pedal to the metal.
And it'll be Belmont Abbey with the basketball to begin here with. They work to the east goal here on Bob Burt Court. Here's Romeo Ferguson dialed up in 3, and here he comes. Robert, I told you I was worried about him not doing much in the first half, getting going in the second half, and that's the way to do it. Here, Ferguson, his 3-pointer is giving Belmont Abbey a 42-41 lead. Here's Dillard out on the right. Kicks it away to McLaren, top of the key to Ridges, who was scoreless in the first half on the left wing. He'll one-handed pass to Williams. Here's Thomas going inside. Whips it in to Dillard, and he can't score as he's going to get whistled for the travel.
Wow, I thought they were going to let that one roll.
I did too. That's why I kind of hesitated in making the call. So Chowan, he had only 4 first-half turnovers, turns it over in their first possession here in the second half. And Belmont Abbey will come front court trying to add to the lead. Halloran working at the point guard spot. Now gives it off to Abram. Over to Boyevich. Now he'll hand it away to Ferguson. Ferguson, he working against pressure from Wiggins. Back out to Abram. Dillard's drawn the assignment on Abram in the second half. A little give and go to Boyevich, and he travels with it. Chowan caught a lucky break because Boyevich had the inside position.
Boyevich has really struggled, Gaddis.
Yeah, he has. But, man, he's a tough customer down the low block.
Yeah, big body.
Yeah, it's kind of a bruising kind of guy. He doesn't put up a lot of numbers, but, just a bruising guy inside.
He's keeping McLaurin outside. Look how far McLaurin is from the basket.
Yeah, here's Dillard. Short jump in the lane is good. Jalen Dillard now with 9, and he gives Chowan the lead back 43-42.
There's that guard play you mentioned.
You're talking about McLaurin being away from the basket, Robin. You look at the numbers from the first half. And McLaurin, he just picked up on the missed shot. McLaurin just picked up just his 5th rebound of the night. Here's Tonke Williams. Deep corner 3 is good. Oh, Tonke dialing up long distance. That was in the other dugout, Rob. Here's Abrams to the rack. His layup is good.
Man, he just found a clear lane right there. That was easy.
He always has an answer when Chowan gets going. Here's Ridges back the other way. His layup no good. Tipped up by Williams and no good.
Got to convert those.
Yeah, Boyovich with the rebound. Off to Ferguson. He'll push it front court. In the corner to Halloran. He'll dial up a 3 and it's good.
And that's what happens.
Yep. How many times do you see that happen? It's really a 5-point tournament.
Yeah, it's a 5-point swing.
Yeah, Halloran with the 3 is giving Belmont Abbey the lead back at 47-46. McLaurin over to Tonke Williams in the corner to Ridges. Ridges works off a pick from Williams, but kicks it back out to McLaurin. He'll pull it up just inside the arc, and it's short. Halloran's got the rebound from Belmont Abbey. He'll maneuver front court, goes to Ryan Williams. Now goes over in the corner, set up the offense. They were trying to get it inside to Boyovich, and McLaurin got that late and stepped in front of him. Halloran pulls up in the corner, back out front to Schaefer. He's got a wide open 3, and it's no good. McLaurin lost it out of bounds. We had 3 Chowan players underneath, and they lost it out of bounds battling each other.
Nothing but white jerseys. And on the previous possession, I don't think you want McLaurin taking shots out there. He's such a force mid-range and inside. You don't want him taking those long shots past the free throw line.
Here's Ridges coming out of the lineup. Isaiah Lewis back in, and Coach Vincent and Ridges having a little discussion out front of the scorer's table. Here's a jump along the baseline for Ferguson, and it's good. Ferguson's got 5 points to start the second half, and Belmont Abbey's got a 49-46 lead to Thomas out on the right.
And it seems the Crusaders are trying to push the ball to him. That's 3 shots he's had now.
Here's Williams, who just had a big 3 on the last possession for Chowan. That comes to McLaurin in the corner to Dillard. Dillard works off a pick, steps back, pops the 3, got it.
That's smooth there.
Jalen Dillard with 12, and it's 49 apiece. Every time one team makes a run, though, we'll answer back. Here's Ferguson trying to maneuver against Williams, and he bounces it off Williams' leg and out of bounds. Here's Aldridge in the lineup. Solomon as well for Belmont Abbey as Halloran and Boyovich will get out of the lineup. Coach Dan Fickett, his first year on the bench here for Belmont Abbey, taking over for Billy Taylor, who took an assistant's job on the University of Iowa staff. Inside it comes to Solomon. He scores off the inbounds and got fouled. Set pick inside, down low, and Chowan got caught napping underneath. And Jalen Dillard got there a little late and fouled Solomon, who's got a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Dillard's first foul of the night, first team foul in the second half for either team. Solomon at the line. Well, in the season, he's a 68% free throw shooter. One-handed, left-handed free throw is no good. It looked kind of odd, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
51-49. Here's Thomas inside, trying to go back door to Dillard. It's knocked out of his hands by Abram and out of bounds. Hawks basketball underneath their own bucket. Still no scores from the other games going on tonight. So we update our scoreboard. Here's Isaiah Lewis, top of the key to Dillard. Dillard waiting for McLaurin to clear, and he'll give it to the big guy. He works against Solomon. And we'll back it back out to Thomas on the right wing with 8 to shoot. Thomas goes by Aldridge, and Aldridge grabs him, gets fouled with a whistle for the personal, his first and the team first here in the second half. Here's J.D. Wade, who had a big first half on the bench, showing him at 12, getting in the lineup here for McLaurin. Also, Michael Kelly's going to get in for the first time here in the second half. Maybe this is Michael's time to shine here.
Yeah. Got a little bit of burn in the first half. It'll be clutch to have a nice performance here in the second.
Absolutely.
Especially with, you hate to say he's struggling, but B.J. McLaurin not taking over this game.
Yeah. And I think that's got a lot to do with Boyovich inside.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, Boyovich doesn't weigh you but numbers, but it's just force inside.
He's a big, strong guy, too. He's strong.
Here's Isaiah Lewis, gives it away to Lewis. He'll try to go inside, lost the basketball. Taken away by Aldridge. Aldridge back the other way to Solomon. His layup is good. Boy, Solomon's come off the bench and given Coach Dan Fick 2 quick buckets. And he's up to lead for Belmont Abbey at 53-49. Thomas goes over in the corner. Jabal dumps it down inside. Dillard gave it right back. Showing good movement here with the basketball. And he needs to start getting it in the bucket here. Wade will dial up a 3 straight on and is short. Long rebound comes off to Schaefer about 15 feet away. Off to Orridge. Far side it goes to Abram. Back out to Schaefer. Inside to Solomon. Backing in on Kelly. He'll kick it out to Ferguson. Wade will quickly jump out on Ferguson on the right wing. 15-19 to play in this one. Ferguson to the rack lane. Layup no good. And the ball comes loose to Abram. He'll cut inside. Reverse layup is good, and he got fouled. Count it.
And Lewis got hit in the face now.
Belmont Abbey's been a lot quicker to the basketball this second half. And the foul was on Dillard's going to be a second. That'll get us to the media timeout. Matches the biggest lead of the night here for Belmont Abbey. They lead at 55-49. Clock stopped with 15-12 to go in this, and back for more after this short timeout.
Feelings so deep in my feelings. No, this ain't really like me. Can't control my anxiety. Feeling like I'm touching the ceiling. When I'm with you, I can't breathe. Boy, you do something to me. Ooh. That get me high like you do, yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go by.
15-12 to go here in Murfreesboro. Chowan on the short end of a 55-49 score. DeQuan Abram will be at the line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. 4 teams from the men's side in the Conference Carolinas ranked in the Southeast Regional this week. King is 4th, Leeds McRae 6th, Mount Idle 9th. But still a month to play and a lot to be decided on. Thing about it, you look at a lot of teams that are tied in different spots in the league, and it'll all work itself out in the end. 19 now for Abram.
Mount Olive's kind of had some surprising losses. I know Chowan put a ton up on them, and they lost to St. Aug earlier on in the year.
Here's Lewis having trouble getting in front court and gets it over to Dillard. Chowan a little bit of a lull right now. Lewis back out to Thomas, back to Lewis. They play a little two-man game on the left side of the floor. Here's Wade coming out top of the key, getting in the action. Here's Dillard going to baseline, kicks it out to Lewis, and Chowan throws it away. Good defense that time by Belmont Abbey. They forced 3 second-half Chowan turnovers after the Hawks only turned it over 4 times in the first half. Here's Lewis getting out. Khalil Ridge is back in.
Lewis a little frustrated. He got hit pretty hard attempting to get that ball.
Chowan got a really small lineup on the floor here now. This is Ferguson working against pressure from Wade in the corner to Ulrich. Ulrich goes inside after Thomas fell down and scores. West Ulrich has been really good tonight off the bench. And this great shooting for Belmont Abbey continues. They're up to 65.8% tonight. Ridge is trying to stop the leak here, and he drills a 3 from out on the right side. Ulrich's first bucket. Here's Solomon scoring back the other way. Chowan just has no answer defensively right now. Down 8 with 14 minutes left. Thomas across the timeline. Moves to the right side of the floor. Bounces over to Dillard. Dillard looked inside to Kelly. Couldn't get it to him. Now back to Thomas. Dillard's got it deep right corner. Now back to Thomas. 10 to shoot for the Hawks. Inside to Wade. Wade spins and got it blocked up. Should be a jump ball as Solomon tied him up. It'll be Chowan basketball. Belmont Abbey's defense really active here in the second half, Robert.
Yeah, absolutely. And
they've turned up the pressure somewhat as Kelly comes out and B.J. McLaurin back in.
I'm not having a problem with Chowan on the offensive side of the basketball. If they can get a few stops defensively, they're going to be in a good position coming down the stretch.
Here's Thomas, deep corner 3, but Jamal's an air ball. McLaurin got it back, and he got fouled from behind by Schaefer. For Schaefer, his first and the team's second in the second half. That's a good break for Chowan because the shot clock was about to expire.
And Schaefer's not too happy about it.
Chowan gets a fresh 20 seconds underneath their own bucket. They lob it inside to Wade. Way back out to Thomas. He'll fire up another three. This one's off the block. No good. Dillard with the offensive glass. He can't score over Ulrich. They fight for the rebound. McLaurin had it, lost it. Still loose on the floor. Tie up. It's going to give it. Well, it's not tied up yet. It's a hot potato. And Solomon and McLaurin. Finally, Thomas has got it. Off to McLaurin. He gets fouled underneath.
Looked like they were chasing a greased pig.
How about a hot potato, man? Jeez. Give the officials credit. They let them work it out.
Yeah, it worked itself out, didn't it? Someone was laying on the basketball. Someone was sitting on the basketball. Someone had it standing up, and then they had it sitting down once again. Right. Finally dished it off.
Seemed like it lasted about 30 seconds. Probably only lasted for 5, but BJ McLaurin got fouled by Daquan Abrams. Abrams first and the team third. So here's BJ at the line trying to cut into this 8-point deficit. And he can't do it. Chowan not shooting it well here in the second half.
Got to make at least one here.
Chowan's 3 of 7 from the stripe tonight. Belmont Abbey 26 of 39 from the field for 66.7 shooting. McLaurin's first point in the second half. He's got 11 to go along with his 6 boards tonight. He's looking for his 10th double-double on the year.
Yeah, not having a great night and still almost has a double-double.
Abram pushes it away to Ferguson. Ferguson gets it to Solomon at the high post. He'll turn around, face McLaurin. That goes back to Ferguson on the right wing. He takes Wade inside. Wade blocks his shot away over to Thomas. Great defensive effort by J.D. Off to Dillard on the left. Dillard goes behind his back with the dribble. Gives it over to Wade. Give Belmont Abbey credit. They really got back in the transition defense. Thomas lost it, recovered by Halloran. And Thomas will foul come in front court. So Chowan's going to match their turnovers of 4 in the first half with 4 already here in the second half. And we got 12:46 left to go in this.
J.D. Wade had a nice block on the previous possession.
But I tell you, Belmont Abbey really hustled back when it looked like Chowan was going to have the numbers in transition.
Absolutely.
Ferguson inbounds to Halloran.
They're not only a big team, they're a quick team.
They're very, very, very quick. Inside to Solomon. He scores again on the back door. Solomon's got 8 of his 10 here in the second half off the bench for Belmont Abbey.
Hawks having a lot of trouble with Solomon.
9-point lead is the biggest of the night for either team. Here's Dillard trying to answer back Ridges, that is, and Ridges has got his second 3-pointer in the second half.
Oh, that's huge. He's ice cold.
So Khalil Ridges, he was scoreless in that first half, now has 2 treys.
Ice water in the vein for Ridges.
Chowan fans kind of sitting on their hands here. Abram takes it inside, lost it out of bounds, and it says it goes off J.D. Wade.
Seems like you say that a lot, Gaddis.
Yep.
Chowan fans, you can hear a little bit of stuff back and forth, but
I'm not saying it to be critical. I'm saying it to be encouraging. Let's get something going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of
Of course, they're not listening to you and I, but Lewis back in the lineup now for Dillard as Dillard gets a breather. Ferguson looking to get it inbounds, looking, throws it to Schaefer in the corner. He saves it back to Ferguson, back to Schaefer, inside to Solomon. And the ball's knocked away by McLaurin, stolen away by Lewis. Second turnover in the second half by Belmont Abbey. Lewis to Ridges on the right side. Lewis fell down, Ridges fell down and lost it to Halloran. Abram back the other way for the easy snowbird layup. And you just can't afford those kind of costly mistakes. But if you fall down, you fall down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it is what it is. 64-56. Here's Ridges, another deep corner 3. This is off the front of the iron, no good. Abram got the rebound. Push it away to Solomon. Solomon threw it right to Thomas. Off to McLaurin, and he'll dunk it home. 13 for BJ. Maybe that's the spark that Chowan needs.
Well, McLaurin's fired up.
It's the loudest round of applause we've had here in the building tonight. Ferguson well out away from the basket. He directs traffic and lets Abram come by, and he'll hand it away to Abram. He'll back it back out with 10 to shoot. 11 minutes left to go here in Murfreesboro, and Ridge is going to foul him out on the perimeter.
And not much contact there. I think it was just kind of a hand check situation.
And that's what they're going to call every time. And so Ridges, his third foul. That'll get us to the media timeout. Belmont Abbey with hot shooting here tonight leads it 64-58 with 10:59 left in this Conference Carolinas matchup. We're back to bring it to you after this short timeout.
be better off with somebody new. No, baby, no. You say you're leaving, well, if you wanna leave, there ain't nobody stopping you. No, baby, no. I won't beg for your love, won't say please. I won't fall to the ground on my knees. You know I've given this everything, baby, honestly. Baby, honestly. I lie for you, baby. Die for you, baby. Cry for you, baby. But tell me what you've done for me. For you, baby. Only you, baby. The things I do, baby. But tell me what you've done for me.
I never cheated, deleted everyone, cause they made you uncomfortable. No, baby, no.
Next action here, broadcast here on GoSeeYouHawks.com. Come up on February 8th when Chowan plays Emmanuel here at the Helm Center. Chowan with Belmont Abbey tonight. Belmont Abbey won our girls game 95-84. They lead our boys 64-58. As we're just about halfway home through this, and Abram down the rack, little dipsy doodle layup is good. He's got a quiet kind of 23, and we still got a third of the game left. Kid knows how to get to the rack, man, and he can shoot it. He's just a scorer.
Yeah, he can flat out score.
McLaurin on the near side to Isaiah Lewis, and he gets fouled going to the rack. Took a pretty hard fall. I think Aldridge is going to be the guilty party. Boyovich wanted it too. It's going to be Aldridge. His second foul, the 14th foul. And Lewis, who took a pretty hard spill here on Saturday and almost messed his ankle up going in for a dunk.
I mean, when you're jumping that high and he can get up there, I mean, you're coming down hard.
Left-handed free throw by the Millbrook High School product out of Raleigh is no good. You know, it's kind of interesting. His Millbrook High School team, not P.J. McLaurin's Fayetteville 71st team, out in the fourth round of the 4A state basketball tournament a year ago here in the state of North Carolina. Lewis's first point of the night.
Imagine there's some good teams around Raleigh, Durham.
Yes, good basketball in the Raleigh area. 66-59 as we head towards the 10-minute mark in the second half. Chowan on the short end. I think Abram dials up a three. It's no good. Thomas, the only one underneath, grabs a rebound for Chowan. Chowan could use a tray here. Thomas goes inside, back to McLaurin. BJ, a rare three. Got it! 16 for BJ.
There's the call, Gaddis. There's the call.
Talked him right into it.
Couldn't have done it without you, that's for sure.
That's right. 66-62. Chowan getting a little closer here. And Anna, can he get another defensive stop? Aldridge out on the left wing working against Lewis. Back to Abram. Dillard jumps on him quickly. Let's see if they spread and let Abram take Dillard to the rack. Boyovich tried to set a pick. Far side it goes to Tyler Lewis. Near side to Halloran, who's back in the lineup. Here's Shumpert, no good. Tipped around inside, and Isaiah Lewis will come out of that with it with 9:34 left. Showing down as many as 9 here in the second half and cutting the deficit to 4 now. You got to think sooner or later.
Oh, man.
There's Aldridge with the steal and the band pass from Thomas. He'll take in and make the layup. Oh, big turnover that spot and the easy layup back the other way for Aldridge. He's been good off the bench here for Belmont Abbey. Back to a 6-point lead now with nearly 9 minutes left. Wade off to Thomas on the right. Thomas pulls up the dribble, gets it away to McLaurin. Now Dillard back to Wade. Wade faked up a three. Gives it over to McLaurin from 12 feet, no good. Rebounded by Aldridge, who's pushing it front court. Off to Abram, will cut inside to Dillard. He'll get the layup and score and get fouled on the play.
Belmont Abbey coming with a push.
Just when it looked like Chowan was getting ready to get their own push coming, and Abram's going to take it back the other way, and he drew the foul from Lewis. And I tell you who did a really good job on that play, Robert, was Aldridge coming down working the break. He was looking. Kick sees the floor really well. He was looking to see who he could get it to, and he got Abrams coming in off the right. Abram is coming off the right. 29-25 now for DeQuan Abram.
I can't believe he sunk that last basket.
26 now for Abram. His season high is 25.4, and Abram's going to take a little seat on the bench and get a little breather here.
Maybe we need to go down and put some glue in that chair and glue him to the chair and keep him out of this lineup. Man, he has been really good tonight.
Absolutely.
As good as advertised. You know, when you play people, Chowan down 9 again, 8:38 to go. McLaurin's got it top of the key. BJ off the ridges. Off to Lewis. Lewis got caught up in the air, but finally got it over to Dillard. Now back out the ridges. Chowan and starting to get into some must-basket situations. Ridges going to get fouled on the way up.
And I think we got away with one there.
We did.
Yeah, there was no plan there. Just kind of drove it in and threw it up.
Foul on Halloran's going to be his 5th. One thing I was getting ready to say, when you have good players coming into your place, and you want to see, you know, as a fan, as a broadcaster, you want to see good players play well. You know, we saw Jordan Floyd play fairly well here, even though Ridges checked him and, you know, kept him silent for about 11 minutes in that second half, but he was really good. Abrams is good, too.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see. I'm a basketball fan as well as a broadcaster of the game. Yeah, I do it for Chowan. I want Chowan to win, but I want to see good players play well.
Of course, and that's one thing that affiliated broadcasters, you know, we work for Chowan, so we're rooting for Chowan at all times, and you can have a little bit of bias.
Yeah, but you also want to give credit where credit's due as well.
Exactly. It's only human nature.
Yeah, Ridges make the second free throw. Back out front it comes to Ulrich. Ulrich turn, and the ball stolen away by Lewis. Lewis off to Ridges. Ridges takes it in and scores on the driving layup. Tough shot by Ridges, who has 9 second-half points.
Fantastic body control, Gaddis.
Chowan cuts the deficit now to 71-65.
Ridges continues to impress.
Inside of 8 minutes to go here in Murfreesboro, and not many people have left the building. Off it comes to Ferguson. Top of the key, Potts Boyevich. He'll hand it away to Schaefer. Schaefer near side to Ferguson. Ferguson in the corner to Ulrich. He'll dial a 3 up. It went in and came out. Williams with the rebound. Off to Lewis for Chowan. And Brett Vincent said, hold everything. Let's not push the pace too much.
I like that strategy. Slow it down a little bit. You've been having a lot of success in your half-court offense.
You take Belmont Abbey. They average 88.4 a game, which means they love it to get it down in transition. McLaurin tunes in the lane and gets fouled. That'll get us to immediate timeout. 2 free throws coming from BJ when we return here to the Helm Center with 7:16 left to go in Chowan. And it's a 71-65 lead by Belmont Abbey.
I can still shut down the party. I can hang with anybody. I can drink whiskey and red wine, champagne all night, little scotch on the rocks, and I'm fine. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see ya cutting up the Florida sorority t-shirt, the same one you wore when we were sky high in Colorado. Your lips pressed against the bottle, slamming on the Bible, baby, I'd never leave it. I remember how bad I need you when I taste tequila. When I taste tequila, I can kiss somebody brand new and not even think about you. I can show up to the same bar, hear the same songs in my car. Baby, your memory, it only hits me this hard when I taste tequila.
Back to action here at Chowan for Belmont Abbey. Men's game leads it 71-65 alongside Robert Burns, who's working with me for the last time tonight before he heads into baseball heaven to play baseball the next 3 months here at Chowan.
Hopefully I'll sneak in with you a time or two, Gaddis.
Yes. And B.J. McLaurin, after getting fouled by Boyevich, has the free throw.
Definitely need to hit up Walter's Grill.
Yes, absolutely.
Once or twice.
B.J. with 17. Hawks can use his next free throw to get it to 4. And he's got it. Speaking of B.J. McLaurin, he's going to be my player profile guest this week on Coach's Corner.
I'm sure that'll be a fun one.
Thursday night on 98.3 here in Murfreesboro. 71-67. Here's Aldridge with it, top of the key for
Belmont Abbey, who is shooting 14 of 21 for 66.7% here in the second half. Chowan up to 50% now of 8 of 16. Here's Ferguson at the high post. Dillard trying to front him. He'll bounce it in the corner to Schaefer. Stolen away by Thomas on the pass out front intended for Abram. Thomas to the rack, and Abram's going to foul him. And Abram does a nice sportsmanship to reach over and pick up Thomas.
Well, Thomas asked him to. He stuck his hand out, and Abram picked him back up.
Bad pace by Schaffer turns into 2 free throws coming here for Thomas. Abram foul number 2. You know, I apologize to the people in Belmont Abbey listening in if I say Abrams instead of Abram. We have an Abrams barbecue place in this area as Thomas misses a free throw. And I'm so accustomed to saying Abrams barbecue. So if I say Abrams instead of Abram, I apologize.
I mean, those cheese biscuits are unforgettable.
Amen. Barbecue and cheese biscuits will do it to you every time, man. Thomas makes 1 of 2. That's DeMel's first point in the second half. He was really good early tonight. He's got 12 assists in this game. 71-68, Belmont Abbey with the lead in the basketball. Arwidge working out between the rings as he'll loop it over to Schaefer. His 3 is no good. Tapped around inside, no good. McLaurin's got the rebound. BJ just picked up his 10th rebound and his 10th double-double of the year.
And he's starting to get a little bit hot late.
Yeah. Here's Wade left of the lane, back out to Ridges in the corner to Dillard. And Ridges has got it again. Khalil trying to move against Ferguson. Kicks it back to Wade. Wade lost the basketball. Recovered by Schaefer on the turnover. Turnover when Chowan didn't need one, and they'll get it to Ferguson front court. Every time Chowan gets close, they hurt themselves with a turnover or a bad shot. 73-68 inside of 6 minutes left here in Murfreesboro. It's been a good one tonight.
Heck of a game, guys.
Yeah, it's been a fun game to broadcast and watch if you're a fan here tonight. McLaurin down in the low block, spins and scores.
I mean, the whole team was just on B.J. McLaurin, and they still couldn't stop him.
Yeah. 20 points now for the freshman out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. 73-70. This one's going to go to the wire, it looks like. Showing players trying to create some energy on the bench. Right in front, it comes to Ferguson. Into Ferguson, runner no good, tipped away and controlled by Wade. Maybe Belmont Abbey is starting to cool off a little bit here.
It'd be a really good time for Chowan to have a wave, have a momentum shift.
Hawks can tie it with a tray. Here's Wade right at the free throw line. Turns around and faces Ferguson in the basket. Spins around, little looping shot, no good. Rebounded by Ferguson. JD had a good look, just wouldn't drop. He's scoreless in the second half. Abrams to the rack, lost out of bounds, and it's off a Ridges, and it'll belong to Belmont Abbey. Robert, I want to kind of let you in on something here. You know, I've been kind of getting after the fans a little bit.
Yeah.
Look on the front row and see how many of them sitting with the hands and the heads in the hands.
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like I'm bored to be here. Aldridge inside, blocked away from McLaurin. Ridges trying to save it and saved it off of.
No way. No, that's
They said Ridges was out of bounds.
No.
What happened is one official got caught looking at the other here.
Wow. Man, that's huge.
Still belongs to Belmont Abbey.
possessions.
17 seconds to shoot, 4:36 to play. Out front it comes to Abram. Abram loops it inside to Boyevich. Boyevich back out to Abram. Kicks it over in the corner to Ulrich. Ulrich goes baseline in the corner to Schaefer. Back out to Abram. 7 to shoot. Abram taking it inside and got fouled by Dillard.
Yeah.
Dillard thought he had all ball, but the official said he did not.
That's going to be some free points. I really think that was a missed call there on the baseline.
Yeah.
Got a pretty good view high above Bob Burke court.
Third foul on Dillard. 16 fouls from Chowan. But Abrams in the act of shooting. He'll have 2 free throws coming.
It's like volleyball is going to have a little bit of practice.
Yeah. I'm not sticking around to broadcast.
No, not doing that.
You know more about volleyball than I do.
I did some PA work.
Yeah,
for
you're the
him.
PA guy.
That was
So
fun.
here's Abram to the line. Not the guy you want at the line late in the game. He's an 83% free throw shooter.
You don't want him shooting the ball at any time.
29 points, I'm sorry, for Abram. I was a couple points behind. He's got 30 down. It's a 75-70 lead. Chowan needs a bucket here. Every time they get close, Belmont Abbey has an answer. Thomas takes it inside, stops in the lane, kicks it over to Dillard for the 3 ball. It's good.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Another assist for Thomas and a 3-pointer for Dillard. Cuts the gap to 2 for Chowan. Abram back out front. They come to Boyovich. Now to Ferguson out on the left. Inside of 4 minutes. 3:52 to go. Abram inside. Layup won't go. And it's off the hands of Chowan. It belongs to Belmont Abbey.
Fans not too happy about that call. That was the right call.
Yeah. And that'll get us to the media timeout. 3:45 is where our clock is paused here in the second half. Belmont Abbey leads by a deuce, 75-73. Back for more after this short timeout. This is Chowan Basketball on GoCUHawks.com.
What you thinking? You think that you could be better off with somebody new? No, baby, no. You say you're leaving, well, if you wanna leave, there ain't nobody stopping you. No, baby, no. I won't beg for your love, won't say please. I won't fall to the ground on my knees. You know I've given this everything, baby, honestly. Baby, honestly, I lie for you, baby, die for you, baby, cry for you, baby. But tell me what you've done for me, for you, baby, only you, baby. The things I do, baby. But tell me what you've done for me.
I never cheated, deleted everyone, 'cause they made you uncomfortable. No, baby, no. These accusations, I can't apologize for something that I didn't do. No, baby, no. I won't beg for your love.
3:45 is what we have left here in the Murfreesboro. This has been a good Conference Carolinas matchup tonight with Belmont Abbey and Chowan. Here the Crusaders, Halloran, deep 3-pointer's good. That's a big shot by Sean Halloran.
Every time we're within scoring range, they just
Here they come.
higher and higher.
Halloran in double digits now with 10. Ridges back out front to Thomas. Thomas working against this 1-2-2 zone to Wade in the middle of it. To Dillon on the right. BJ, a long jumper from out on the right. No good. Rebounded by Abram for Belmont Abbey.
Man, you almost catch yourself being quiet as a broadcaster watching a game like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it's
do.
outstanding. Just want to see every little detail.
Here's Ferguson back to Halloran, who just made a big 3-pointer for the Crusaders. He'll go inside, kicks it back out to Abram. Abram with defense coming from Ridges. Tries to work inside, goes to the rack. Left-handed layup, no good. And it's out of bounds off Chowan. Chowan just can't grab a rebound on the defensive end, but they need it.
That baseline has not been friendly to the Hawks.
They really haven't.
Boyovich set a nice screen there as well.
Yeah. Tell you what Abram can do. This young man can get to the rack. He can really get to the rack. I've been really impressed with him tonight.
I'll tell you what I think he should do is take a seat on that bench over there. Let the Hawks finish out the game.
Amen to that. We'll let him have it. You got your 30, man. We'll let you have the night off.
Yeah.
Belmont Abbey, the inbound baseline right underneath their own bucket, up by 5 here with 2:47 and counting to go in this second half. Crusaders trying to break a 4-game losing streak. Chowan has won 4 of the last 5. Abram working off a pick, kicks it over in the corner. 3-pointers on its way by Schaefer, no good. Long rebounds tapped tight to Dillard around the free throw line. Off to Thomas. To Ridges in the corner. He'll elevate for a 3. Went in, came out, went back in. 12 second half points for Ridges. Back to a 3-point deficit for Chowan. And Coach Fick wants a timeout for Belmont Abbey with 2:15 left. And we'll get us to the media timeout. 78-76. Chowan on the short end of the score here. Back for more after this short timeout.
One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. Let me take the night I love real easy. And I know that you still wanna see me. On the Sunday morning music real loud. Let me love you while the moon is still out. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need.
Make sure to go CUHawks.com for all your updates on all our sports. Baseball, softball getting in action this weekend. Make sure to go to CUHawks.com this weekend to catch up with their results. Hope you catch up with my man Robert getting a save in one of those baseball games this weekend.
Would love it.
Belmont Abbey leading by 2 with the basketball with 2:05 to go here. 15 seconds to shoot. Here's Halloran. Get it at the high post to Ferguson inside to Boyevich, and he'll score.
Oh, man.
That's a nice set play to get it to Boyevich for his first field goal of the second
He
half.
doesn't score many points, but that one was important.
It was. That's a great pass by Ferguson, who leads his team in assists at nearly 5 a game. Here's Ridges over in the corner to Dillard. Chowan kind of in a must-basket situation here. Here's Wade inside to BJ. Here he'll score, but he can't score. He'll get fouled. Boy, it would have been good to see that one drop in. And B.J. McLaurin's going to be to the line to shoot a pair of free throws here. So he got fouled by Ferguson with the foul, his first. Chowan still with 16 fouls. Of course, and a foul is going to put Belmont Abbey in the bonus. Belmont Abbey's got 18 fouls. So nobody has any fouls to give here. McLaurin at line. Free throws good by the Fayetteville, North Carolina native.
Quite honestly, this is all you could ask for, being within a possession for one of the top-ranked teams in our conference.
Jamal Thomas with 14 assists tonight. BJ again is good. He's got 22, go along with his 11 boards.
And looking at the notes, there's not much separating all these teams, especially at the top of the conference.
Right. Exactly. You know, Coach Brett Vincent and I have talked about that. You know, here's Abram out front to Ferguson. Ferguson bounce away to Boyevich at the high post. Abram will try to get around Boyevich. Now goes inside. Runner to the rack is good by Abram. Chowan just cannot stop him when he goes to the rack here. 70 seconds left, I should say, in this one. Chowan down 4. Thomas out front. Gets it over inside to Wade. Wade put it on the floor back to Thomas. And, boy, the Belmont Abbey team wanted to travel on Wade. Ridges with a big three in the corner.
Ridges is huge. Ice water in the veins.
Ridges, a freshman from out of Sanford, North Carolina. Drills a 3. And for Ridges, that is his 5th three-pointer in the second half. And we got a 30-second timeout here with Chowan with the clock stopped with 53.3 seconds to go.
Kid's a monster, Gaddis. That's impressive. That's a big-time shot there. That's a lot of pressure, and he had no problem drilling it.
And here now, how do you set your defense? Because Belmont Abbey has shown they can get it to a lot of different people. But you got to think Abrams is going to have basketball in his hands coming front court.
Yeah, you would have to think. Ferguson, more than likely Abrams, though, and you don't want him to shoot a three-pointer here, in my opinion. You can live with them taking a 2, scoring a bucket. You kind of agree with that one, Gaddis?
I agree. This has been a well-played basketball game. It's kind of like the girls' game a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought both teams played well. Here, both teams have played well.
Yep, hope there's a little bit of a different outcome on this one.
60.3% shooting for Belmont Abbey on the night, 50% for Chowan. Chowan's being able to stay in with their three-point shooting. They have 12 threes compared to only 6 for Belmont Abbey. Hawks pressure in the backcourt. Down 1, 82-81. 48 seconds left. Ferguson loops it over to Abram in the corner. Now back out to Ferguson out front to Halloran on the near side.
I think they might go for the dagger. I think they might run it down and take a three.
Here's Schaefer. Now back to Abram. To Halloran. Under 10 seconds to go. Halloran almost lost it. And to get it to Ferguson at the high post. He'll turn around and shoot it and got it.
We can live with that.
Big shot by Ferguson. He's got 13. Now can you get a three if you're Chowan? Brett Vincent wants a timeout with 21 seconds left. You know, we talked about Ferguson at the half not doing much in the first half, but, man, has he been big in the second half.
Yeah, and the ball went who you expect. Yep. Abram and Ferguson both had a touch.
Ferguson's got 7 assists tonight.
There's an offensive juggernaut over there.
Now, if you're Dan Fick and his staff, you got to run Chowan off that three-point line.
Yeah.
So we'll see what unfolds here. Chowan ladies fell tonight 95-84. Chowan men down 84-81 with 21.1 seconds left.
I would just love to see Ridges get in that corner and drill it.
Yep. I'll take one from anywhere.
His corner's that's been his spot right there.
He can shoot it from up here if he wants to. He's fouling me.
Yeah.
So Chowan is 12 of 23 in the tray land tonight for 52%.
I mean, you got to think that Belmont Abbey knows that we're going to try to get the ball to Ridges, though. So I wonder if Coach Vincent's thinking maybe to call somebody else's number.
Right. You can follow both baseball and softball this weekend on GoSeeYoHawks.com by going to Game Day Central, following the live stats. Chowan men down at Hartsfield, South Carolina. Take on Coker. Is that close to Florence? Hartsfield wins?
Very close to Florence.
I got
Very
you.
close.
Thought so.
Maybe 30 minutes.
Not too far from your neck of the woods.
Not at all. Going to have some family going there. We play a lot of games close to home.
I shouldn't say your neck of the woods, Vanna White's neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah. No, see, you put me ahead of her a couple days ago.
I
now
know.
You're dropping me down.
I know. Now when I find out she went to high school, I had to drop you at least from second to third.
I can press letters.
Hunter Renfro he's in danger of dropping down below as well.
Oh, jeez, that kid is a star.
Yeah, he has. Talking about somebody having a great career.
Oh.
Okay, Chowan will inbounds near side with 21 seconds to go into Thomas. Hawks down 3. Thomas working on the far side to McLaurin. McLaurin lost it out of bounds. He said it went off the land, hands of Boyevich. 13.4 seconds to go.
Man, my heart dropped on that one, Gaddis. Thought that was out of McLaurin.
You got to have a 3 here, down 3 with 13.4 seconds to go. Biller the inbounds on the far side. Gets it out to Thomas. Jamal penetrates. Runner is good, and he got fouled. Thomas with a layup is good.
Guess you got to take points where they're giving it. Now they're going to foul and hope somebody misses a free throw.
And here's the thing: if you're Belmont Abbey, you definitely want to get it to Halloran, who shoots 84%, or Abram, who shoots 83% from the free throw line.
Yeah,
that's who you want to get it to. And then you get down to Ferguson, who's 66%. So it's 84-83. Thomas with 10. Chowan with 4 players in double figures. 32 for Abram tonight. 13 for Ferguson, Solomon, and Halloran at 10 each for Belmont Abbey. You can't play any better basketball game than what we've seen tonight. So somebody's got a late practice tonight.
Yeah, very late.
Yeah, Chowan volleyball.
Well, they look excited.
Somebody's got to do some work to set everything up for it, unless they're just going to run.
Oh, those are the worst.
Chowan's going to pressure full court.
Coming down.
Ferguson's going to trigger the inbound.
Coming down to the wire.
Ferguson running the baseline, get it into Abrams, and Ridges fouls him with 8.7 seconds left. Now's when you really need your crowd.
Like the video games when it used to make so loud that it would start shaking and they'd miss it.
That's Ridges' 4th foul.
Oh.
Take one, Abram.
So Abram at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Chowan down 1, 84-83. Abram makes the free throw.
Man.
Oh, it rolled around, hung on the rim, and fell in. Boy, it looked like it was coming out.
Yeah.
33 for DeQuan Abram. 85-83. Now, if Abram makes the free throw, if you're Belmont Abbey, don't you foul?
Yeah.
Abram missed it. Rebounded by McLaren. 2-point lead. Here's Thomas coming front court. Jamal to the rack to try to tie this, blocked out of bounds by Boyevich with 1.5 seconds left.
Why don't you take a timeout in that situation, Gaddis? You trying to catch somebody off guard, or are we out of timeouts?
Not sure. Still, boy, Coach Brett Vincent's a long ways out on the court here. And we got a Chowan timeout, I believe. 1.5 seconds to go to be Chowan basketball underneath their own bucket. Now, it's not a timeout. Not sure what's going on here. Chowan's going to have it underneath their own bucket. They put 1.7 back on the clock. Ridges to trigger the inbounds. Chowan down 2 here. Boy, one deep corner three would be nice. Let's see what Chowan elects to do here. We'll take overtime. Ridges to inbound. Gets it out the way. Back to Ridges. He'll fire the three. No good. And Chowan will fall here at home, 85-83 to Belmont Abbey. A good one here tonight as Chowan falls tonight, 85-83. Back to wrap it up here from Chowan after this short timeout. You listen to Chowan Basketball on GoSeahawks.com.
I just wanna feel your skin on mine. Feel your eyes do the exploring. Passion in the message when you smile. Take my time. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. See wonderland in your eyes. Might need your company tonight. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need.
Well, Chowan comes close tonight here at home against Belmont Abbey, but falls 85-83. The Hawks drop to 8-10 on the year and 5-8. Belmont Abbey breaks a 4-game losing streak. They go to 12-8 and 8-5 in Conference Carolinas play. And Robert, you said it during the timeout. Chowan comes out on the short end, but we were treated to two great efforts tonight by Chowan.
Yeah, there was 2 great ball games, and I thought the Hawks played very well, women's side and men's side, but just fall short on both ends.
61% shooting tonight for Belmont Abbey on a nightcap, 36 of 59. That was 6 of 14 behind the arc, and also just 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Abrams gave Chowan a chance. He missed the back end of that 1-and-1, but Chowan just couldn't make the basket towards the end. Ridges, who had a big second half with 15 points, couldn't get the 3 ball to go for the win, and Chowan falls 85-83. Hawks shoot 30 of 61 to 49.2% tonight. Robert, this is what kept Chowan in the ball game. 12 of 24 behind the arc tonight. And they were 11 of 18 from the free throw line. Turnover-wise, Belmont Abbey turned it over 15 times. Chowan turned it over 11 times tonight. That's pretty good effort. You turned it over only 11 times against this defense here for Belmont Abbey. Leading on the boards, Chowan rebounded tonight by Belmont Abbey, 30-27. So not a lot of rebounds in this game, if you think of it. McLaurin with 12. Let's give you the individual numbers. Chowan with 5 players in double figures tonight, led by B.J. McLaurin again, his 10th double-double on the year. He goes 22 points, 12 boards in his 35 minutes of play. 15 points for Jalen Dillard, 15 for Khalil Ridges, all in the second half. Jadarian Wade, 12 in the first half, and that was what he ended up scoring tonight. Thomas had 10 points and 14 assists tonight. Tonke Williams with 8. Isaiah Lewis 1. Mike Kelly played but did not score tonight. For Belmont Abbey, the leader was DeQuan Abram, 33 points tonight on 12 of 18 shooting from the field, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. He's also 2 of 4 beyond the arc tonight. 13 points from Romeo Ferguson, who also had 7 assists tonight. 10 for Charles Solomon and Sean Halloran tonight. Bosco Boyevich with 4, 7 for Quest Aldridge off the bench in his 25 minutes of play. Ryan Schaefer with 4, Tyler Wilson, and Emmanuel Hernandez with 2 each. But, Robert, it comes down to one possession. That's all you can ask for. Sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it don't. Unfortunately for the Knights, it didn't work out for the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. Against Belmont Abbey, I mean, one of the better teams in the league, you're one shot away from tying it up, going into overtime. I think that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, 2 great games we were treated to tonight. Chowan tries to rebound Saturday on the road at Due West, South Carolina, as they face Erskine, a team that Chowan lost to earlier this season. But they're going to see a different Chowan team going down to South Carolina on this weekend. But can Chowan bounce back after this tough loss is the big key. Chowan's not out of this conference race by a long shot. And you think about it, Robert, you go, and if you get a win at Erskine, you got 4 of your last 6 conference games here at home. So a chance to really get back in this thing in the second half. Chowan had just 1 win out of 8th place in the league going into the night. So, you got to wonder what can happen on the road here. We'll see. We still got dates with everybody else in the league, with the exception of Belmont Abbey. We're done with Belmont Abbey, but, still a lot of basketball to play here.
Yeah, and, I mean, you got to take advantage of games like Erskine. Erskine is not going to be favored in that ball game. Chowan's going to be favored over them, so you got to step on the throat there. You got to make it count.
Yeah, but once again, you look at this league. Here's Belmont Abbey, one of the best teams in the league, and Chowan presses them right to the limit here. They beat King here, did Chowan. They beat Lees McRae on the road, and both of those teams in the top 3 in the league.
There's not much
and
difference.
And they beat Mine Olive teams. It's not a lot of difference. Chowan's problem has been against the bottom half of the conference. So that's going to wrap it up for Robert and I here tonight. 85-83, our final in the men's game. And in our women's game tonight, 95-84. Belmont Abbey wins both games. Been fun working with you, man. Hopefully you can slip in here before February is done. We can get together. Good luck to you on the hill. I'll get out and watch you play some this season. Hope you have a great baseball season. I know you guys are looking forward to this Saturday and going up against Coker down in Hartsville.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you so much for everything, Gaddis, and I'm looking forward to you coming out and watching me, and I'm going to slip back in here when I can.
All right, man. That's going to do it for Robert and I here tonight on GoSeeYouHawks.com. Good night of basketball here. Unfortunately, doesn't go Chowan's way. Both men and women fall here to Belmont Abbey. Our next broadcast will come on February the 8th, when Chowan returns to play Emmanuel on Saturday afternoon. Games at 2 and 4 o'clock. Till next time, everybody, have a great week, and you've been listening and watching on GoSeeYouHawks.com. Good night.